Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Brought to you today by Mask FC. These are the guys who make these cool masks. I've got this one. Arsenal away, right? Traditional colours. And also, of course, in red and white as well. We all know that we've got a mask up now every time we go into a shop and that. So let's mask up in our colours. Available in colours and loads of different teams. The link is in the description. Also today, brought to you today by the app called Flick. The link is in the description for that as well. Get involved in Flick right now. We're going to be doing a poll in there later on. We're going to be giving you the results of yesterday's poll as well. So it's exclusively in Flick. You can download it for free in the description. Congratulations, by the way, going out to Ewan McNally, who won the Arsenal third kit. Ewan McNally over there in Ireland. He won the Arsenal third kit. We're currently at the moment giving away a brand new Arsenal home kit with Aubameyang's name on the back. How appropriate right now after making that signing. So if you want to win that Aubameyang shirt, get into the link in the description if you don't already have the app and make sure you enter that competition. Of course, we're still buzzing from Aubameyang signing. I've been getting lots of grief off of one of my Tottenham mates. He's been texting me, oh, Bale's coming. Oh, I'm like, so who cares if Bale's coming? Aubameyang signing for me, you know, this is a guy who's on fire at the moment. I'm not really worried about Bale, right? What I am worried about is who else are Arsenal going to sign. Now, it's really starting to look like the guy that they're more than likely to sign, if any. I mean, I think most Arsenal fans out there, every time I'm out and about at the moment, everyone's saying, Robbie, Partey and Aouar, Partey and Aouar, Partey and Aouar. That's what they're saying, everybody, right? Now, good news on the Aouar thing, because he is very interested in coming to Arsenal. The reports coming out of France is that he wants to join Arsenal. And of course, I told you guys yesterday that he got sent off the other night against Montpellier, straight red card. So he's going to be out for 3 games, right? That means that will take him up until the next international break. Yes, there is another one coming up very shortly. Could that be his last game? Because remember, the 5th of October is when the transfer window closes for Europe. That is when business has to be completed if you're dealing with a team from abroad. Could we get this deal done? Now is the time to strike if we are going to get this deal done for Houssem Aouar. We know that they want around about £55 million for him. I don't think it's going to go up to that much. There's going to be a lot of bidding and stuff done around this, a lot of negotiation. It's not an easy deal to do. But what works in our favour definitely is the fact that, you know, and as being reported yesterday by Fabrizio Romano, we had on the show a couple of weeks ago, Houssem Aouar wants to join Arsenal. And that's big when the player wants to come. We knew before that there was talk that he'd like to go Juventus. We know that Man City's been interested, but it looks like Aouar, his preferred destination is going to be Arsenal, and there's also reports that a bid for him is imminent. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. Certainly, for me, that would be a great signing for Arsenal. Really good. He was brilliant in the Champions League. He's brilliant all season for Lyon. And remember when we had Adam White, and I'm going to get Adam White back on, actually, to discuss Aouar, so he can really give us even more information on Aouar. But I remember when we spoke to him previously about Aouar, he was singing his praises. Even before, if I remember rightly, even the first time I had him on, even before the big links came in for Aouar, he was saying, yo, Robbie, there's a player called Houssem Aouar. That's who Arsenal should go after. He would be perfect. He's brilliant. So great to see that those rumours are hotting up. Would love to get Aouar and Partey, as everyone's saying. It could only be one, but I think Aouar would be a very, very positive signing. Arsenal also being linked with Julian Draxler again. A couple of weeks ago, we were being linked with him. Then it went cold, going up again today. Julian Draxler scored yesterday in PSG, their first win of the season, actually, PSG. A last-minute goal he scored against Metz. After the game, manager of PSG, Thomas Tuchel, was asked about the future of Draxler. Obviously, he's been linked with a move away. And he said, listen, he's a great player, blah, 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 all that gumph. But we can give no guarantees about what's going to happen to him, you know, whether he stays or goes, which is interesting because guy scores a last-minute goal for you. You know, if you consider him, you know, I mean, he wouldn't have said that about Mbappe, would he? Or he wouldn't have said that about Neymar and that, you know what I mean? So he's not giving any guarantees, which, of course, probably that is the source of the story blowing up again, that, you know, all these clubs are interested in him. Arsenal, Leeds, host of clubs. I don't think Julian Draxler. I think, listen, years ago, we all wanted Julian Draxler to come to Arsenal. I think that boat has well and truly sailed. I just cannot see Arsenal outlaying that money for him. You know, you never know, stranger things are happening. He is a quality player, still young as well, but I don't see that. We've got enough players in those positions at the moment. Houssem Aouar makes way more sense. Now, of course, to get the likes of Aouar in, we've got to be selling players, and Kolasinac is a player that apparently is wanted. We know that Schalke wanted him, but they want him on loan. But Bayer Leverkusen are now interested in bringing him back to Germany. They're said to be willing to, you know, meet a fee. Arsenal said to want around about 10 million euros. Remember, they bought him in on a free. He's on very, very high wages indeed. There's about over £100,000 a week. And him getting off the wage bill would free up a lot of money for Arsenal to go after those targets like Aouar. Plus, as well, 10 million euros would come in handy in getting any sort of deal done. I reported a couple of days ago that Kolasinac is happy to stay at the club, wants to stay at the club and fight for his place. But Bayer Leverkusen, they got a lot of money in their pocket. Remember, they got all that Kai Havertz money that they made off of selling him to Chelsea. They are said to be interested in him. Going to be, again, that's going to be an interesting one to see whether Arsenal decide to sell Kolasinac. Don't effectively have a second left back, do we? I mean, obviously you've got Saka, you've got guys like Maitland-Niles who can all fill in, but they're not natural left backs. But, you know, if anything happened to Tierney, and Tierney has had injuries, you know, a lot of injuries since he's been at Arsenal, would it be a risk to sell Kolasinac? Or if they did sell Kolasinac, would they then be looking for another left back? Or would we keep with what we've got? Interesting. But Kolasinac wanted by Bayer Leverkusen, and certainly that would be a good move for him. But as I always say, let's wait and see what happens. Lucas Torreira is another guy that looks set to definitely leave Arsenal come the end of this transfer window. Torino, the favourites to sign him. There's a lot of talk about a loan move with an obligation to buy it, or when I say a loan move, kind of like a 2 installment deal where, you know, he'll be bought in 2 installments, each installment being £11 million. So a total of £22 million. That's how Torino apparently are interested in doing it. Arsenal want all the money up front, but may be willing to negotiate some sort of deal that way. Again, it's one of those where we're going to have to wait and see how it develops out. I definitely think Torreira is going to be leaving. He's going to be one of those players that's going to be sort of sacrificed so that they can raise funds. He wants to go back to Italy. Since he's joined Arsenal, he's been a bit homesick, even after the first season. And I feel a bit sorry for Torreira as well. You know what I mean? Under Emery was using him as a number 10. He was using him all over the place, dropping him in, out of the team. You know, it's probably the right time for him to go. Arsenal need the money in order to invest in maybe at Aouar. And yeah, Torreira might be one who can raise a lot of those funds. So let's see how that one develops out. But I definitely think before the end of the window, he could go. I remember I did that poll in Flick yesterday about Mohamed El Neni. I asked a question on El Neni, of course, who plays in the same position as Torreira and has been figuring, you know, played in the game against Fulham, played really, really well. I asked the question, would you keep or sell El Neni? This one was interesting on Flick yesterday. 35% of you said sell. 65% said keep him. Wow. couple of weeks ago, if I'd done that poll, I reckon that would have been like 95% sell. Or 99% sell. Probably Stricto, the only guy, because always bigging up El Neni, who would have said hold on to him. But wow, he's seeming to be really turning the fans around, El Neni. 35% sell, 65% saying to keep him. I'm going to do another poll today. This time, I want to do the poll on Rob Holding. Now, Rob Holding has been linked with moves away. Of course, there was the link linking him with a move to Newcastle. There was talk a couple of weeks ago that he was definitely going to Newcastle, that deal was imminent. It didn't happen. Then there's been talk this week linking him with a loan move to West Ham, with West Ham willing to pay a £5 million loan fee. Rob Holding said to be not interested in leaving Arsenal, wants to stay and fight for his place. We know we've got a lot of centre-backs at the club. Something's going to have to give in that area. What do we do? Do we keep or sell Rob Holding? Keep or sell Rob Holding? What do you guys reckon? That's the one I want you to vote in today. The link is in the description. Download the Flick app for free and you can vote in that. There's also a great West Ham Arsenal quiz in there for you guys to answer questions on this week as well. But keep or sell Rob Holding? What do you reckon? Keep or sell? I know how I feel about it. I'll reveal what I feel about it tomorrow. But keep or sell Rob Holding? Let me know. Vote on the app right now. Flick, free to download. Link is in the description if you don't already have it. What about this guy? Keep or sell this guy? Following Balogun, 19, a real starlet at Arsenal. Scored loads of goals for the under-23s, under-18s, etc. Seen as a really, really hot prospect. He's got 1 year left on his deal, his current deal, and doesn't really want to sign a new one unless he gets guarantees on starting. Now, obviously, he's got Aubameyang, Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah, all these players in front of him. It's really difficult, obviously, to break through, but he wants to play regular football. This is the problem when you have young, hot prospects and their contracts are running out. Now, what do Arsenal do? Do they cash in on him? Or do they just keep hold of him and he'll just run down his contract and walk away next year for nothing? We know that Sheffield United are one of those clubs that have been very interested in him. There's been a lot of talk that they lodged a £3 million bid for him this week. And that was confirmed more or less without stating the amount by Sheffield United manager Chris Wilder at his press conference, when he did admit that Sheffield United have made inquiries about Balogun. As I said, the reports are that they bid $3 million. That was turned down by Arsenal. Arsenal said to want $15 million. Wow. $15 million for Balogun. They might struggle to get that, but there's a lot of clubs after him. Southampton said to be one of those that were really hot on his trail. Brighton, AC Milan, a host of clubs interested in him. Does look like he'll go because, as I said, he doesn't want to sign a new contract. That's what the reports are saying. He wants regular football. If Arsenal could get that sort of money for him, wow. You know what I mean? But we'll have to wait and see how that one develops towards the end of the transfer window. It'd be great to hold on to him. Maybe send him on loan or something like that. But then sending him on loan if he doesn't sign a new contract is no point either. It's only worth sending him on loan. If he signs a new deal, say you sign a three-year deal with him and then you send him on loan. He goes out on loan, does brilliantly, develops, because, he's done well in under-23s, etc. Want to see what he's going to be like up against the big boys, up against the real deal. If he can go out on loan and prove himself and that, then you bring him back in time and then you assimilate him into the first team. But that can only work if he wants to stay. And at the moment, it looks like he wants to go. So we'll see. We'll see. Here's another starlet that Arsenal are interested in. This guy's name's called Jorginho Rutter. Plays for Rennes over there in France. Another one of the players coming off of that production line at Rennes. They have got some brilliant young players. He's had 16 caps at France under 16 and under 18 level and scored, 44 caps and scored 16 goals. He's wanted by a load of clubs at the moment. He's a forward player, wanted by a load of clubs. Bayern Munich are looking at him, AC Milan, Newcastle, RB Leipzig, and Arsenal said to be one of those. He's only 18, hot prospect, and Arsenal said to be one of those clubs that are looking at him. I mean, hold on a minute. I know Arsenal have to look at the hot prospects that are around the place with intention of bringing them in. But we got our own hot prospect in Balogun, and we're going to get. That's how football's crazy, isn't it? Get rid of our own hot prospect, Balogun, to then go and look at another hot prospect that we'd have to pay a load of money in. Listen, it's the nature of football. You have to keep your eyes peeled to see any player out there that is a top player or up and coming player. You've got to look at everybody. So, and it is only a link at the moment, but yeah, Arsenal said to be one of those teams that are showing a big interest in Rutter. So those are the rumours for today. Don't forget to download the Flick app and vote in our poll today. Also get into that West Ham quiz. You've also got a chance to win that Aubameyang shirt as well. So get onto that right now. And as well, if you want your mask, the link is in the description right now for these masks on the Mask FC. Thanks to the guys from Mask FC. Thanks for watching the show. We will be back tomorrow, of course, building up to that game against West Ham. We take on West Ham, of course, at the weekend. And then after that, Leicester in the Carabao Cup will be a chance to have a look at some of the players who haven't really figured yet. Maybe a run out for Saliba if he doesn't start this week. Carabao Cup's going to be played next week, Wednesday, now confirmed, away at Leicester. That's a big game. Thanks for watching the show, and we'll be back tomorrow. No, this isn't a robbery at the end of the video. We are telling you about these brand new masks from Mask SC in football-inspired colours. You can get your team on it. The link is in the description. Get on it right now.